First, why don't we have Dr. Aldeman? Why don't you go ahead and give us a testimonial of what your experience has been like working with Straight Up Solar?
So my name is Matt Aldeman. I teach at ISU and I live in Normal. And I've been living in this house in Normal for a little over 5 years, going on 6 years. And I'd been toying with the idea of installing solar on my house for a number of years, but just never kind of pulled the trigger on it. And then a couple of years ago, in the summer of 2018, there were a whole bunch of incentives that lined up. There were federal and state incentives that still exist. And there's also a push by Straight Up Solar to develop a group buy program. And so there were all these incentives that kind of came together, and that's what pushed me over the edge. And I said, all right, now is the time to do it. And those incentives still exist. So it's still, I would say, a great time to install solar. I worked with Andrew Stetter for a couple of months to design the system, and Andrew was very patient. I went through a bunch of different iterations with him, and I'd say things like, well, I really kind of want the solar panels over there or over here or something like that, and can we move some solar panels from here to there and things like that. I would say my roof of my house is good for solar, but probably not ideal. It's not a perfect flat plane facing south that's all on one roof level. There's a couple of levels. Part of it gets a little bit of shade in the afternoon. So it wasn't the simplest system to design. And so we went through a bunch of different iterations with Andrew and came up with something that looked good, and the price was good. We were very satisfied with the price. The warranty was very attractive to us, the workmanship warranty, as well as the warranty for the equipment. So to be honest, it was more or less me trying to convince my wife, to be honest. That's often the way it works. But I guess I succeeded in convincing my wife. I crunched a lot of data and I made lots of spreadsheets to look at all the financial aspects. The common question that people ask me is what's the payback period? And after taking into consideration the incentives that are available, the payback period when we installed it was estimated to be about 7 years. But I think it's going to be a little bit lower than that because it's actually exceeded the energy production estimates that were initially given. I actually just did these calculations because I just passed 2 years of my system. My system just passed 2 years old. So I was really thinking about getting a birthday cake and celebrating. So I may still get some cupcakes or something for my solar system. And it's been a very good experience. It's worked perfectly. There have been no issues at all. It's worked great. It's exceeded the energy production estimate by about 9. I just did this calculation because I hit the 2-year mark. So about 9.6% is the amount by which it has exceeded the initial energy production estimate.